About your summer this year. Did you have a good summer? Yeah? What'd you do?
Kanye West launched an unprovoked attack on Jay-Z and Beyonce's two youngest children, and Kim Kardashian, well, she has had enough. Now, Sarah, I know you have some exclusive details to share. Can you get us caught up?
That because Kanye got online and tweeted about Jay-Z's kids and, calling them the R word, Kim at this point is starting to take action legally to really make sure she has.
Kanye is doing, calling his kids retarded, and it seems that his kids may have some type of, maybe autistic or something.
Guys, it is official. Jay-Z has been named in the Epstein files. Now, it is being said in the files that a girl was abducted in 1996, and when she awoke, she was in the presence of Weinstein and Jay-Z, aka
God's judgment is coming for Jay-Z, and he is obviously scared. He's obviously spooked out right now. And it's crazy to see, because it's like, did we see how he reacted when those people were outside trying to interview him, ask him questions, and he was so terrified that they were going to ask him.
Beyonce is shaking in her boots right now after Nicki Minaj struck again and exposed all the details on Sir Carter's raging brain issues. Apparently, he is not all the way up there. And according to Nicki, he is the way he is because Beyonce was still, allegedly, dabbling in extreme witchcraft when she was pregnant. This is rich coming from Nicki, considering that she wasn't able to deny it when Cardi B called her son slow. However, she isn't the first to say this about Sir, so folks are beginning to believe there might be some truth to it after all. Now, before Nicki even talked about Sir, there were already talks about his mental health for several reasons, and it didn't help that Beyonce was literally hiding Sir and Rumi while rubbing blue in our faces, as if her life depended on it. Like the math just wasn't mathing. How do you have no problem showing one kid, but literally play hide and seek with the other two? Mind you, Blue Ivy was literally being called ugly by folks on the internet when Beyonce first posted her. So if this were really about the fact that people will bully the twins, then she wouldn't be parading Blue around either. But she does, which means whatever reason she has for hiding Sir goes way beyond. It's something deeper. But as usual, you can leave it to Nicki Minaj and Kanye West to blow the lid off and expose everything, even when everyone else is scared to. Kanye was the first to do it when he made several nasty tweets, calling the twins the R word. He tweeted, "Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They're R-worded. No, like literally. And this is why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having R-worded children is a choice." Now, he ended up deleting the minutes just minutes after he posted it, but it doesn't mean he was done. He later came back to clarify in another tweet that he only took it down because he was receiving threats from the Twitter headquarters that his account would be deleted if he didn't take the post down. That's it. He didn't delete it because he was actually sorry. "I need everyone to know that I took the post about Jay-Z and Beyonce's family down and Jerry Lorenzo's family down because there was a possibility of my Twitter being canceled. Not because I'm a good person. I took it down like Down syndrome, get it? Am I right? The world, real talk, F everybody." He added, "There will never be an apology to the Carter family until they help me with my offsprings. Y'all be getting one guy out of jail at a time to look prestigious. The Carters and the Kardashians are basically the same, except the Kardashians are And as expected, his comments had Jay-Z and Beyonce mad as hell, so they released a statement through their team, basically threatening to sue Kanye. The source said, "Beyonce and Jay-Z will absolutely not stand for it. Kanye has spoken about their children in such a vulgar and offensive manner. Jay-Z and Beyonce are aware of the posts Kanye has since deleted and are discussing how they want to handle this situation, whether that be privately or in a legal matter." Beyonce's mama, Ms. Tina, also had a few things to say, and she went off in the caption of a post she made on IG. "It's hard to remain positive and classy in the face of ignorance and evil, but I know that no weapon formed against me or my family shall prosper. This battle is not mine, but the Lord. I know that God has got this." This fiasco got people looking into the twins, and they found receipts that seemed to prove that Sir might not be all the way there as compared to Rumi and Blue. In fact, there were allegations about Rumi also having the same alleged cognitive issues that Sir had, but it seems like she's in a better place than Sir.
About your summer this year. Did you have a good summer? Yeah? What'd you do?
Beyoncé recently began to post Rumi more, and she even brought her on stage to every single date of her Cowboy Carter tour. But when it comes to Sir, it's still crickets. Not even Jay-Z brings him along to events, even though he had no problem with Blue and Rumi tagging along. The rumors only got worse when Ms. Tina showed up in an interview and revealed details about Sir that fit right into the allegations people were already giving him. She said Sir is quiet and loves to spend his time counting numbers. Now, I don't know about y'all, but most kids love to play around at their age, and they definitely don't like sitting still to count numbers. This is a trait found in most autistic kids. I'm not saying she is, but a lot of people seem to think so.
What does that mean to you? Tell us a little bit about Rumi and how excited you are.
Rumi is amazing. She's an amazing artist, like painter and creator. And so, I mean, how could they be anything else growing up in that environment? That's all we talk about is creativity and fashion and the whole thing.
What is Sir interested in?
Sir is very quiet and is very, very smart and does all of the number stuff. So he's not into the fashion stuff as much.
Oh, but it gets even crazier. People are also being messy as hell, saying that Beyoncé wasn't just hiding the twins because of their condition, she's supposedly ashamed of herself too, because their condition is allegedly a result of her doing witchcraft. These witchcraft allegations aren't new, but their being tied to her twins' condition is definitely the wildest rumor to come from all this. Back in 2018, Beyoncé's former drummer, who had been working with her for 7 years, left her job and accused her of practicing extreme witchcraft on her.
Not make this stuff up. Beyonce's ex-drummer of 7 years, she is seeking a restraining order against Beyonce. She's accusing her of dark magic, witchcraft, tapping into her phone bill, and basically controlling her finances. She's saying the Beyonce camp is put up a huge campaign against her, and it's overall witchcraft. She sought a restraining order in the past, it got denied, and she has another one scheduled for October 11th, but the internet is just like, what? Excuse me? And you know, I was just at the Beyonce concert last week in Houston. It was definitely a religious experience.
And then there was the popular YouTube blogger Storm Monroe, who called out Beyonce for supposedly being deep into African witchcraft practices.
Beyonce is a witch. She's a very powerful witch. She's heavy into African spirituality. She is a daughter of, I believe, either a daughter of Oshun or Yemaya. I go back and forth. I feel like it's Oshun though, but if I got it wrong, I got it wrong. But nonetheless, she's a high-ranking witch. Okay, how many people have come out and said, "Hey, can't start dying. Beyonce did this to me. I saw Beyonce do that." Like this is nothing new. Okay, but you got to understand, when it comes to Illuminati, to this industry, one person replaces the other. Madonna's old. Madonna is almost done, and Madonna is a very high-ranking witch. She is a high priestess. That's just pretty much what it is. Of course, the main thing Madonna practices is Kabbalah, but then there's different versions of Kabbalah, just like there's different versions of African spirituality. But then I also believe that in addition to African spirituality, I do believe that Beyonce is into dark magic and black magic as well, her and Jay-Z. And we're just going to leave that there.
I think she went and killed the girl Cats.
Okay.
A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. She was... Beyonce came and she was in there eating on it while she was asleep. Snacking on his people cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her the restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too. Which is interesting because she's a brilliant musician. She was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music. Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington. Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band.
And just when we thought things couldn't get any worse, Nicki Minaj also decided to step into the chat and give her 2 cents. She brought up Sir when she and Cardi B were going at it some months ago, literally dragging each other's kids for filth. So basically, Cardi made this tweet that said, "You said you gonna kick my child's gums back? Didn't you say you were in New York? This past words now. Where the F you at? Cause today gonna be the day I go to jail." To which Nicki replied, "Camel and rat, we are not fazed by botted tweets and bots in the comments. That's precisely why you broke now. Desiree got fillers since I said she ugly now. She uglier. Oh girl, Camel, let's talk about your kids today. That's on the docket, boy. As if this wasn't bad enough, she also recently made some tweets about Jay-Z's connections to Epstein, and once again, she brought up Jay and Bey's kids. I mean, she didn't directly mention them, but people speculated that her tweet was seemingly confirming the conspiracy that Sir is a bit off mentally because Beyoncé was allegedly indulging in satanic rituals. Your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and kill them as a form of a blood sacrifice to their god. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up. Now, Nicki obviously is going to come out and blatantly say Beyoncé did this because she knows that won't go very well for her. However, as you can see, people made their own calculations, and everything seems to add up. One person said, "The thing about when you play in witchcraft, the balance must be restored. You've got to pay for it somehow." Same thing with her sister Solange and her diagnosis. It's clear if you've got the eyes to see. Another person said, "Beyoncé has the right to protect her son's diagnosis. It's her child. She's a mother." But now I want to know your thoughts. Do you really think Sir has mental health issues? And how do you feel about Nicki speaking about this when her own son is also having the same mental issues as Sir? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to click here to watch the other messy video.